Hi guys, this is Kelly Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about a few tips for effective communication. One of the main concerns that people have is, what am I going to teach? Well, if you believe in something, you can talk about it. And as veterinarian students, you're already passionate about communicating to the general public about animal health care. If you're enthusiastic, people respond to that. And if you're interested in the materials that you're presenting, your audience will as well. You all love animals, and so does your audience that's going to be listening. So nonverbal communication is probably one of our most powerful forms of communicating. And eye contact is important. It's important because it lets the other person know that you're actually listening to them. And I know that maintaining a pleasant expression seems like a very general statement, but it's true, especially with kids. If you look inviting and you look interested in what they have to say and what they're learning, they're going to be more willing to be open and actually talk to you about it. Hand gestures and body languages, we all use them, and a lot of times those things happen without us even realizing it. But they do help communicate your message. So the next question is how do you get a conversation started with a group of people? Well, one thing you can do is start by asking an open-ended question. For example, you could say, what kinds of problems do you think ticks might cause for a dog? Or what kinds of problems do you think mosquitoes cause? Those types of questions lead to more conversation versus just yes or no answers. You can use words that stress importance. For example, you can say, I didn't realize how easy preventative heartworm treatment was for pets versus how expensive it is for them to go through heartworm treatment. And bringing in personal stories or experiences really help make a connection to your audience. And as veterinarian students, you all have a unique ability to make that connection to your audience and really help bridge the gap of their knowledge and increase their interest level in the topics that they're studying. So the last thing we're going to talk about is once you have their attention, how do you maintain it? Well, you want to be clear and concise. If you're using terminology that's so far above your audience that they don't understand you, you're going to lose their attention. So this is really going to force you to have to think about what your basic message should be. And this is a really important tool that you're going to use once you get into your own veterinarian practice. This doesn't mean that you water down the information. It just means that you have to be able to edit and really think about the best terms to use that someone can understand. And it may mean that you have to use different ways to be able to explain the same thing. And the other thing is have a sense of humor. Kids are really funny and they're interested in learning. They want to learn. Everybody wants to learn. So you don't have to be afraid of making a mistake. No one expects you to be perfect. It just requires you to just get out there and give it a try. So we have a great opportunity for you guys to utilize your newfound teaching skills. You can come with us to the Houston Children's Museum. They have an exhibit. It's called Attack of the Bloodsuckers, and it's completely dedicated to parasites. And you guys would actually be part of the exhibit. It'd give you a lot of opportunities to share your knowledge about common parasites and how they affect the pets. And this is exactly the type of conversations that you would be having with clients in the future. So they're going to put us at different stations around the exhibit. For example, ticks is going to be one of the stations, and that's a giant inflatable tick. The kids sit on the seat and the arms wrap around. It's a great photo opportunity, but it's also a great conversation starter because you guys would be able to talk about the different types of diseases that ticks carry and the preventative measures that you can use for your pet. Another station we're going to be at is the flea station. It's a more open area. It's not exactly like the tick section, but you'll still have the opportunity to talk more about fleas, how they transmit tapeworms, and other information that patrons may want to ask, and other information that you all know about fleas. The other station that we're going to be at is Mosquitoes. There's a large area of this exhibit that's dedicated to mosquitoes, so it's not just one stationary location. And you all will be talking about things like heartworms, and you'll be surprised at how many patrons really don't know that there's a connection between heartworms and mosquitoes. So this is a great location to be able to really do some teaching and really educating the public. So there's a short little YouTube video clip of the museum exhibit if you're interested. It's just brief. But we also are going to have peer handouts. That's the sample of what it looks like. It's just very basic information about parasites. Hopefully we should have other parasite models with us that will be displaying on a little table. I'll probably stay at that table most of the time because I just don't want to leave it by itself. But that means that one of you could be there with me to be able to teach off of it, because there might be something other people would have questions about, and I am not a parasite expert like you guys. So that's about it. I really hope you guys can come and join us. It's going to be a really rewarding day filled with a lot of opportunities to share your knowledge. And again, the date's going to be this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Houston Children's Museum. That's my contact information, but we've also added this event to the veterinarian students calendar on the Peer website. So that's the location that you want to go to sign up for this event. And I will send out another email with various details, because we'll need to organize someone to be able to pick up the Peer suitcase to bring with you to the Children's Museum. Otherwise, I'll see you guys there on this Saturday. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.